Hope everyone can see my screen. So, good evening, everyone. Just a quick recap what we have covered till last class. So, we have started learning the SQL part from last class. So, it's called structured query language. And whatever we have done, so we have learned DDL and DML. Let me open the next screen. Then that should be. Yeah, we learned that if we just segregate all kind of SQL languages. So based on the subject area, we can divide it into 5 different segments. Okay. So based on the activities we are performing over SQL, can segregate this. So we have covered DDL and DML part in last class. So DDL means we can create the table. Not only the creation of the table, we can do any alteration of the table. We can delete the table. So any table structure related uh, activities can be done by this language, then it is called DDL. Okay, it's data definition language. And the next one is DML, data manipulation language, where we can handle the data only. So we can insert the data into the table. We can update the same data, whatever the data is existed there, can update this. Even we can delete this. So we can manipulate the data inside the table by DML language. Okay, so today we'll be learning DQL, that one. It's a huge one. It should not be completed within one day. Maybe, I mean, 2 days should be required to cover up the stuffs. What is DQL? It's called data query language. Okay, and the main thing it should be required with the select keyword. So how we can visualize the data? That is the main motto. We're not going to insert any data. Even when I'll be just doing the select query, select keyword will be used there. Nothing will be changed at the database side. We'll be just visualizing whatever there or what kind of, as per the requirement, what kind of representation they request. We just want to visualize the same thing. For DQL, we do not need any write permission. We only need to read permission. Yeah, Bharadwaj, can you please be mute? Yeah, thanks for the watch. Okay, so DQL just I covered data query language where we can just visualize the data. If we have only read access, or rather we can say read only access, then select query there will be no issue. But for DDL and DML, there must be write privileges on the databases. Okay, so it's based on your requirement. I mean, the DBA will grant you access, whether you can execute the DDS statement, whether you can execute only the DML. If you have the admin rights or admin privileges, you can do both of them. Okay, so let's jump into DQL quickly. Yeah, we have created the student table. Yeah, on last working day, yesterday. I just pushed some extra records there. So what is the command? Select star from student. Select star from the table name. If we put the star, then it should be printing the entire table structure. Okay. Just select it and execute it. Yes. So I have inserted the record of class 4 and class 5 students. Those are the roll numbers, student first name, last name, and their marks out of 500. Total marks out of 500. Okay. Fine. So you can see class 4 student there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Over here, extra thing was there. So 7 class 4 student stat we have taken, and for class 5 there are 4 children's. Uh, marks has been taken into consideration for the statistics. Okay, so it's fine. We can visualize the data by select. Star means the entire table structure or table's data. Rather, we can say select star from table name. If we just want to limit some columns and the same thing to be printed at my screen, then I can just put those column name only. Select class, maybe roll number. No need to check the first name and last name. I am quite eager to check only the marks. Okay, I just put these three columns with comma separated. Let me select it and execute it. I can see only these three columns. So this is column limiter operation. We can choose whatever column I need to check. Maybe there are 30, 40, 50 columns are available. While analyzing the stuffs, whether we are doing incorrect way or wrong way, while analyzing the stuffs, we can check only the desired columns. Okay. We can eliminate the other things for our visualization. I'm not eliminating from the database. I'm just eliminating from my visualization window from here, the result one. Okay. So I'm limiting the data set. Moving on to the next topic, the filtering the data set. So the last example, we have limited some of the columns. Now, if we just go ahead with filtering operation, filtering means we can work on top of row. We want to hide some record in, I mean, whatever we are visualizing over here, we want to hide the record. We want to filter it out. Okay. So how to do that? I told this thing already yesterday. We need to use where clause over there. How to do that thing? Let me show you. Okay, I'm putting select star from again. Okay. Suppose I want to check only the class 4 student marks. Where class equal 4. I'm not interested about the class 5. Okay. So let me execute it. Yeah, I can only see class 4's marks. I'm not bothered what the class 5s are doing. I'm the class teacher of class 4. So that's why I just need this result and I can analyze the result. Okay. Who is which student? Who is the most popular? I mean, most meritorious student over here as per the annual result we can quickly pick up. Okay, fine. What to do next? Okay, there are lots of way to do the filtering thing. Lots of operator we can use over here. Just like, let me give some example. I'm doing where class equal to 4. Let me just take an example. I'll be just taking the marks. I can use comparison operator. Just like marks greater than 450. Or rather I can say 460. Okay, where is the keyword? I need to choose a particular column name based on which I'll be doing the filtering operation, and I can do I can put the operator, whether it should be equal, whether it should be greater than, whether it should be greater than equal to, this kind of stuff, I can put it over here. Okay, so this kind of thing is doing the filtering operation. After where whatever we are putting, the logic, this is the filtering operation. It should be only the data set should be filtered based on this condition. Whatever we are putting over here, it will be just limiting the rows. Okay, it's understandable for everyone. It's very simple. Okay, no issue from anyone. I can put multiple condition. So we can see if I just put the filter, the particular student who has received the marks more than 460 there. So we can see those many students are there who received more than 460 marks. Okay. Now I want to check only class 4 student who received 460. Then I can put, I'm going to add one more logic. That's why and keyword should be there. There should not be multiple where condition. Okay, in a single SQL statement. The second condition we can put either by or keyword. and keyword. If the thing should be logically and if both of the conditions should be occurring, okay, it should be must occurring, then it should be and. If either of the way it should be satisfying the thing, then we can put or keyword. Okay, we just need to put and over here because as per the requirement, we need to check the class for students who have received more than 460 marks. Class equal 4. Fine. I have put two particular conditions. Marks is greater than 460 and class equal 4. Let me check. Yeah, we can see the row has been limited more. Okay. So there are the students for class 4 who received more than 460 marks. So we have implemented two particular condition in a single logic. Just I'm pushing and keyword there. Fine. Okay. What are the other things? Using comparison operator we have done. Okay. In keyword. When in keyword should be used? In can be used. Let me print the entire data set again. I'm eliminating this thing. Okay. Let me check. Mm, Let me check the student of Nikita and Arun, their result. Okay. So I cannot put in this one. Where? Okay, they are inside student first name column. I'm putting the same name, column name, student first name equal Nikita. Okay, two things I just want to mention over here. I already mentioned it. Select query is not a case sensitive language. We can put in any case, it can be lowercase, it can be uppercase. While using string, we need to, this kind of string. I'm just doing a comparison in the where conditions filter criteria. We must need to enclose the code when it's a string. Okay. So, if I just do this thing, it should not be working. If I am just doing multiple things in equal condition, it should not be working. Let me put Arun as well. If I'm going to run it, it should be throwing error because there are multiple selection on based on I'm doing this thing. If I do only Nikita, then it should be running. I'm removing the log part. Okay, it is working fine. If I'm just choosing a single value to check. If there's multiple values, we need to use in keyword there. First name in. After that, we should be starting the bracket, closing the bracket. In is in should be working for every cases, but for multiple data values checking, we must have to use in. Okay. Now I'm pushing this thing. It should be working fine. Okay. So this is a comparison of both of the classes. We have roll number one. So I just put their name and we're checking their marks. Okay. So this is the usage of in keyword within where clause. What are the next thing? Based on pattern matching. Okay. So this is just like searching with a wildcard. Okay. How to do that? We can use like keyword over here. Like. Okay. So suppose I forgot the name of Nikita. I just remembered, yeah, that particular student whose name is starting with N. She is the roll number one. Okay. So I forgot the name. I just remembered or recall that the first alphabet is N. So I just put the first alphabet N over there. Okay. And I'm not recognizing or I'm not remembering what are the other alphabet of her name over here. So I'm just use the wild character, this one as percentage. Okay. This is the keyword. I'm using percentage over here. So this is been used as a wildcard. It's been replaced. I mean, it should be working as the entire place. Whatever thing I can remember, I can use it over here. If the other things I could not remember, I can use this kind of stuff. Let me select everything and run it. Yeah, there is only one student actually starting with N. Then I can find Nikita. Okay, so it's a wild character search. Can do this thing in this way. Fine. Uh, okay, restricting selection between an and keyword. If we want to check a range of selection, let me print the entire thing again. Okay, my criteria is we need to give award for the students who receive the marks from the second prize actually, or second division marks. We should be checking what are the students receive the second division marks. Okay, that's the requirement. So second division marks should be starting from 460 to 470. Okay, how to put this kind of range? We should be using this one, between and keyword. How to do that? Where marks between, okay, the lower limit of the range 460 and 470. So this is the lower limit and this is the upper limit, where the particular column name over here between keyword is there, lower limit and upper limit. It should be taking the range. Both are inclusive. They're including 460 as well as 470. Okay, only one student is there. Let me just downsize this 455. I think multiple students I can receive. Yeah, three students are there. So this way we can put the range. We can put it in either way as well. We know the conditional operator, so we can put just like this way. Marks uh, less than 455 and marks. Sorry, I do the wrong way. 470 and marks greater than 455. I can do this thing as well. Over here, I can put this thing as well, and it should be returning the same thing. So just to introduce you between and keyword over here, how to use that thing. Okay. Okay. So null value, if we want to check about null value, no need to put equal null. We can put just like this way. Marks. We do not have any null value. Otherwise, we can check it. Is null. Okay. Marks is null. Okay. Nothing is there. So I mean null, for null, I'm not doing the equal sign. Rather, I'm just doing is. That's it. So if suppose I want to check if some particular student data has been missed and maybe all the things are there, only the marks has not been captured. It's having the null. Just I want to check whether this is the scenario, then we can check in this way. But there is no such thing available. So it's fine. Any doubt from anyone? Whatever we have learned till now, for the filtering clause and all. Anyone? Any issue?
Yeah, it's hi. Actually, it's not a doubt. So if we want to insert one person details, so we start with insert and everything. But so if I want to insert like 10 people, like 10 people, is there any shortcut like we can? Actually, I'm doing practice on the
Yeah,
MySQL,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's why.
Yeah, Devi. So if you, I think you are there in the last classes as well, last session. So there we have done some hands-on part. Actually, I have given some example or exercise for multiple row insert, okay, into database. Yeah, of course, there are inserting. Okay, this is in DML chapters actually, what you have covered yesterday. Uh,
Okay, okay. Yeah, I will look into
okay.
those videos.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Just
Yeah.
try to do that same by your own. Okay, let me do that for you. No issue. It's for everyone. Good question, but better if you can ask the same thing yesterday. No issue. So it's in DML. So what is the topic told by Devi? Devi, thanks for the question as well. No issue. We can quickly cover up this thing. Devi was saying that yesterday we learned to insert one record at a time. Okay. Just like I'm inserting a record, insert into table. Okay. I think we all can remember what is insert statement. Insert is inserting data into table. So insert into table, values keyword should be there, and we can insert the record. Suppose let me insert some class standard 6 records over there. Roll number 1, student name, what I can put Puja Kumari. Can anyone, I mean, who is not in mute, please? Sharanya, can you please put yourself in mute? Whenever it's required, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, some noise was coming. Sorry for that. I asked you. Okay. So,
Sorry.
no, no issue. Okay. For Puja Kumari, let me put marks 475. So we are doing this kind of insert, one record at a time. But Devi is not liking it. We need to insert some more thing at a single go. So we can put values over here again. I did not triggered it till now. Okay. I can put this thing over here as well. Just update the roll number. Just like roll number 10. Or what number I can put? Kill. Kill Singh. Over here, the number 480 to Ram Yadav 462. Okay, so I can trigger this thing, but the rows should be splitted by comma. Okay, so last row it's fine, nothing to update. Try to trigger it. No, some issue was there. Okay, values keyword should not be multiple time used. Yeah, it's executed successfully. Let me check only the student. I'm just executing the still student. Whether class 6 record has been inserted. Yes, those has been inserted successfully. So we can use this kind of command. Insert into student values, then all the rows. Then we can trigger in a single query. I'm triggering only the single query. It's only one query, but 3 rows has been inserted. Okay, Devi, is it fine?
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you, thank
Yeah, the same thing I think we have covered in one of the exercise. Okay, for the new students, we'll be going ahead with some exercise maybe after the end of the sequel classes. It's very simple and very fun actually. Nothing hard work, just this kind of exercise. There we can go ahead with this kind of stuffs of this select and all. I mean, insert multiple rows in a single query. But thanks that you are practicing it till, I mean, it's very much impressive that you are doing. And I'm just feeling good that someone is practicing. And yeah, thanks. Okay. So I hope there is no issue for filtering part, whatever you are learning in DQL. Okay. Hope no. So thanks to Devi, we are having 6 standard record as well. There is 3 student. We received the statistics recently. So we'll be working on all those data now. Okay, now the next topic is distinct. Distinct means if we just want to check, okay, suppose I am the principal over there. There are lots of records over here. Not only this record is very less. So if we want to check mm, what are the classes that I put the record. So I can put, let me show you. Select class from student. I'm just printing class student, class, class column of student table. I can see just like in this way. The first column has been picked up, but there, I mean, it's not easy to determine what are the distinct class the data is there. If someone asks me, then I have to tell 4 4 4. Yeah, 4 is repeating, then 5 is coming, 5 5 5 5. Not this way. We can just put a distinct clause over here. Distinct is for removing duplicates. Okay. Distinct class from student. Just run it. Then we can get only the distinct value. Okay, of the class. It's 4, 5, and 6. Now the things are getting repetitive because each of the classes we are putting multiple roll number. Okay, if I inserting the roll number, then a line items is getting increased for a particular class. Okay, so distinct keyword we can use for removing duplicates. We can only get the distinct value of that particular column or columns rather we can say. You can put multiple columns as well. But the roll number and class combination is always distinct in nature over here. It was not duplicated. It's unique in nature. We checked and inserted the data. So if we just inserted multiple roll number 1 for class 4, then this thing should be working fine. I'll be giving you that time the good example. If multiple records for class 4 for roll number 1 has been inserted, 4 1 4 1 again, then only one combination should be coming. If we just put distinct roll number and class over here. Okay. So distinct is for removing duplicates just to check the distinct value on top of that column or that set of columns. Okay, what is column alias? So let me print class student first name. Okay, let me print this thing. Let me omit this one. Filtering we have already learned, so no need to check with filter again. Sorry. Okay, so here we can see class student, but the column name is not fine. If we just give the same example in front of principal, or maybe if we are handling some business, we just want to, as a IT person, we can show the same result to the business owner. They can tell the why there is no space over here, why underscore is been written over here. We cannot directly tell them that we cannot use the column name with space directly. So we can do alias part as per principal's choice. Suppose principal don't want to check class, rather they want to check standard. So we can just alias for that particular visualization. The thing should be aliases. I mean, look like at that one. How to do that? Choose the original column class, then put the as keyword space the name, the name that we want to see over here. Standard. Okay, class as standard. So if I run this thing, okay, you can see the first column name has been updated to standard. So alias means renaming while visualization the part of the visualization of that particular part. So we can update the column's name for the visualization, not from the database itself. In the database or table, it's class over there. Just we are aliasing the name for that particular select query, and the things got updated into this manner. Okay. Student first name. Okay, how to do that? If we just want to eliminate this underscore over there, we just while doing the alias, we cannot directly put. I mean, we cannot do this thing over here. I'm assuming. I'm not doing name. I'm doing name, but it should throw an error because each of the thing they are taking as a keyword. Okay, so we have to pass this thing inside quote. Okay, so first name as student first name, then run it. Okay, now it's fine. Student first name. I cannot directly declare this kind of stuffs while declaring the column, but we can alias it. Okay, is it understandable? The alias part. Alias is just for renaming the stuffs. Okay, hope you have understand it. Moving on to the next topic, concatenation operator. Okay, it's a string operation. Okay, so string inbuilt function. I'll be coming to the inbuilt function again in detail for tomorrow's session. But just to cover up what is okay, sometimes this kind of. Let me maximize the thing. Give me 1 second. I mean, it's very low, correct? The character value. I have done something with my trackpad, but it's not been reverted back again. Give me 1 second. I can magnify the thing from here. Let me check. No. The font is very low for you, correct? Anyone just tell me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been done by my trackpad itself while selecting the thing by scrolling the normal way, but I cannot maximize it again. Let me try it once more time. My God. Let me discard it and open it again and check whether it's by default size. I should have used my mouse the next time. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry for this inconvenience caused by me. Okay, so we are learning the concatenation function. Concatenation is an inbuilt function which should be working on top of string data type columns. Okay, so over here we have student first name and student last name. Let's I mean I have the idea to concatenate. Concatenation means we can concatenate those strings. One string, then another string should be printed. Okay, so suppose our principal want to see the full name of the student. Let me put student first name, student last name, and I'm doing a new thing over here. So these two inbuilt columns should be present. The third column is a calculation. The calculative column will be based on those two columns. I'm doing some operation that is called concatenate, concat function. Yeah, this is the function. Those are the inbuilt function I can directly use at the select query. There are lots of functions are available. Concatenate function is one of the most important function used in our DQL. So Concatenate means I can concatenate these two column. First name, comma separated, last name. Okay. Let me print that thing. Okay, you can see concatenation occurred over here. Let me alias the thing as student full name. Okay, student full name. Okay, I can see it's been printed. Now I can see that a space should be good between first name and last name. It's not there. We have directly concatenated. So it's been appended after the thing has been ended. So we can pass one space. How to do that? Just pass a space. So there are three characters. First name, then I'm passing a space there and space. I'm just doing a quote, then space, end quote. Okay. Then last name. Yeah. Now I can see a space has been introduced over here. Okay. So uh, this is the, today is the first day we have learned some inbuilt function. There is lots of functions available. There are other functions we can work on top of integer data type. We can have other functions for date data type and all. We'll be learning maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow session. Okay. So today just introduce the what is function. Is a function should be operating on string only. Okay. And we have also learned one calculative column. So those are the inbuilt column inside the table. And the third column I have done I've done a calculation or I'm doing a operation on top of the existing column. Okay. So the next topic is aggregation function. Any doubt from anyone? We are all silent, but please tell me if there is any doubt at the time. Hope you have installed MySQL, correct? Anyone did not install it, any issue?
No issues, sir.
Okay, thanks, Nitesh. Fine. So aggregation function. This is one of the most important steps, aggregation. So it's one of the main thing of the data manipulation actually. So let me print the entire data set again. Select star from student. So this is our original data set. Uh, let's do the aggregation. Principal wants to see the average data. Average data been received for each of the classes. So principal just want to check the number or just marks and class. There should be two column. For each of the class, they just want to check the average. So how to do that? If I just put class marks, okay, just I am printing it, then I can see those kind of stuffs are there. We can do now manually. Okay. So I did not committed class 6 marks. That's why it has been gone. What is commit and all will be learning after 2 or 3 days later. It's a DCL language. So I told that's like DDL is auto committed, but DML what I pushed when Devi was asking me for some more records to be inserted at a single go. After that, I just log off my database and reconnect the database. Those rows were lost. Okay, class 6 standard records are not there because I did not commit the particular insert. Commit means saving the thing into database. So that particular insertion has gone. Okay, fine, no issue. We can work with stand 4 and 5. So it's not average. We can do calculate the average by your own, by hand, by adding those stuffs and by dividing by total number of students, just like this, whatever we are doing at the lower class. But this is not the scenario we can do over here. We have the shortcuts. Just what we have to do, we have to put average marks. Okay, fine. Now we are averaging the marks on top of class. Okay, so there the new keyword should be group by class. Okay, this is the class. I'm grouping the class, taking the marks, and then we are doing the average. Okay, so for class 4, the average marks is 461, class 5 is 472. There is better result for class 5. Or rather, we can say, I mean, we have just taken the stat for top students for class 5. We have forgot to take all of the students, or I mean, most of the students of class 5. That's why the average has been a bit increased over here. If we take everyone's number, then it might be decreased a bit. Okay. Even we can, if we do not put any group by thing, can directly put average marks. It should be helping us all the total data sets average marks. It will be adding or it will be having a summation of all the marks, then divide by all the students. Okay. Based on our requirement, based on our principal's requirement on the IT stuffs, they can do these things. Whether they will be averaging on top of class or the entire average, what they want to see. Just like I want to check the maximum marks. Okay, if I just put in this way, I can get the maximum marks is 490. If I want to check for each of the classes, what is the maximum class? Just I need to put class. I need to group it, group by class. Okay, so for class 4, maximum max marks is 490. Class 5, maximum marks is 486. We can also include minimum marks over here. Okay, for class 4, who is the minimum marks? Who received the minimum marks? I can also put average marks over here. I can get also summation. Okay, I need to put comma, sorry. Okay, I can summation, sum up the all of the marks. It should be some keyword. So those are aggregation functions. Max, mean, average, sum. Okay, this is summation. As I told, for class 4 student, we have the statistics is with, I mean, the number is greater than class 5. We can see the total marks. It's been visible. That's why this average is a bit high comparing to class 4. Okay, so this is the way of aggregation. We can use those, we can get those aggregate, I mean, things over here. And it's very much important, aggregation. I mean, we can also do the filtering thing over here as well. Suppose I want to filter only for class 4. So I can use a where keyword over here. Where should be after student, after the table name, we need to use where keyword. Okay. So where class equal 4. Then we need to put group by. Then no need to use group by actually. We are only doing class equal 4. So if I run it, only class 4 result should be there. Okay. And if I just want to filter, this is an important concept as well. If we want to filter on top of this calculative aggregation column, then we cannot pass this thing in this where clause. Then we need to use having clause. Okay. So having, okay. So average marks. I'll be taking into consideration only those things who has received average marks more than suppose 460. It's not proper way of determining these things. I'll be doing some subquery part tomorrow. Then having clause, when we will be using having means if we just go ahead with the particular steps. I mean, suppose I just want to put 470. Okay. So 470, we know the average marks for class 4 student is 461. If we just filter, I'm just doing a filter having average marks greater than 470, it should be throwing us no records because our average marks is not greater than 470 for class 4 student. Okay. But I'm just eliminating class, just running these stuffs. I think it should be returning on class 5 because their average marks is 472. Class 4 is being eliminated by this having clause. Okay. So having keyword is especially doing the filtering operation on top of aggregated columns. Where is for the simple columns, what are present inside the data set, and having is for aggregated columns. Filtering on top of aggregated columns. Okay. Things are understandable. A bit complex for grouping by and all aggregation function, but it's the most important topic. Not only over here in every data kind of thing, uh, maybe when we'll be learning Python as well. Aggregation is the most important thing and it should be used in the data analytics with more example. Data analyst or data scientist, anyone, they will be using this kind of functions very often. Okay. So that is understandable. If no, please tell me. Okay, I hope yes, no response from your side. Okay, so I think our last topic is left sorting of the data. Short means I can, okay, let me remove that thing. Let me print entire data set again. Okay, so over there we can see, I want to sort the result based on marks. Okay, maybe from low to high. So I have to use order by keyword on top of marks. Okay, order by marks. So by default, it should be ascending in nature. So our all data set should be okay, just like it's ascending. The lowermost should be coming first. Okay, then the uppermost should be coming. Now the result is I don't want to check. You can see the number has been shuffled between class 4 and class 5. So what to do? We can put multiple columns over here. So first of all, we want to, okay, let me do one more thing. I mean, by default, it should be ascending in nature. If we want to decorate it in descending manner, we just have to use descending keyword, DESC, order by marks, DESC. By default, it should be ascending or we can put ASC. No need to put ASC actually. By default, it should be tracking ASC. But if we want to check I mean, in descending manner, we can just use this keyword and the upper or the highest mark should be coming first, then lower. But it's been shuffled between class 4 and class 5, which is not good in nature. So we can do multiples. Okay, let me do in order by clause, I'm passing class as well. Class, I'm putting class at the first because, okay, based on the, I mean, which columns I'm putting at the beginning and at the end, it's very much, I mean, it should be impacted because the first one is the first preference will be sorting the data. So after sorting, when the class is being sorted, then only marks should be sorted. Okay, let me print it. So you can see class has been sorted first. Okay, Then the marks is sorted for class 4. It's in descending in nature. 490, 480, 475 is coming in this way. And for class 5, it's coming in this way. It's understandable. So we are doing 2 order by things over here, class and marks. So we just, we have done class first. We have do the sorting operation class first. Then on top of each of the class members, we are doing sort operation on top of marks. Okay, the same thing for class 5 as well. So the precedence, where we are writing the particular columns number after order by clause, based on that, it will be operating in this way. Okay. So this is called short, or this sorting operation you can do by order by clause. Hope that is understandable. Okay. So I hope this is the last topic for today. Yes. So any doubt from anyone? Whatever we have learned, especially the aggregation function is the most important for today. Sorting means sort the data based on particular column. Column alias we have learned for renaming a column while visualization of the part. Distinct means removing the duplicates. Filtering the data set. Filtering means row limitation operation based on the criteria. There may be various representation. Yeah, those are the all stuffs that we have learned with the hands-on exercises. So, any doubt from anyone? Nothing? Then it's fine for me. Okay. Let's connect tomorrow with the more aspects of DQL. There are some more things left we'll be covering. Maybe 1 or 2 more days will be required for covering the DQL. Okay. Okay, then let's connect tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks.
sir.